Hello everyone, Sam here from creativetrading.com. I'm making this video as a weekly recap on trades taken last week. So let's get started. So week started on the June 16th, and this is one of the first trade, gold 200 box size. This was the entry was from the previous week, Friday, and took it all the way there. I think no, it is sorry, it is on the 16th. Yeah. It's not the previous. So this is that was the other trade I had in my mind. So sell order is right there. This is the entry right there. You know, my all of my trades, you will see that according to my setup that has like four conditions must be there. Once they are there, my EA takes the trade automatically, right? This city is 6 right there. This is a different EA for gold because gold has different settings. So the same EA, but you know, I name it differently with the slightly different settings. This is it's oil and gold, right? So gold and oil, I use this one. So this is the entry here and 110 pips. So next trade is Nasdaq, beautiful by the book entry here from 20-minute chart, buy orders right there and 140 points. Nice and clean. Pound Aussie on the 16 coming down from the top. This is the entry, and this is another one. This is another one. This is another one. But you know, if you take the first one, if my I have the first entry, then my EA does not take the second, third, fourth, whatever. You know, one trade at a time. All right, until I close this one. If I close this one somewhere here, let's say, right, then it will take this one. If I close this one somewhere else, then it's probably take this one. But this distance is too much. This is called threshold. So if the distance is too much, it's not gonna open the trade. All right, it has to be like very close by here with the red lines. That's another thing. All right, so all this is all built in the EA. Now here, this one is euro yen on the 16 as well. So it was making a turn on the 40-minute chart. If you look at it, that was a like big drop, and then it was making a turn, and this is how it happens. So from 40-minute a chart where you know those are my analysis chart, and then I pay attention to the 7-minute chart and 20-minute chart. The 7-minute chart entry is like this one. Okay, so instead of that, if you miss this one, then later on you get a 20-minute chart until like this one here. See that it went up and then it reaches and beautiful by the book 20-minute chart entry. So there are two different charts for entries. Like for example, you're making an entry from either 5-minute chart or 50-minute or 30-minute or an hourly chart, right? So exactly the same way. These are Renko candles, and I have built these two different uh, charts with different box sizes, and they give me a perfect, very nice entry. For example, the 7-minute entry you can see here. See, it was turning here, and this is the 7-minute entry. So sometimes you get early 7-minute entry, so that's best. If not, later on you get the 20-minute entry, so you take that one. That's it. The 125 pip right there. And this one here, pound yen, doing the same thing, right? And on the 16th, same here. So this was the entry, this was the entry, this was the entry, any one of them. I don't know if I took before all of these, any one of these, but this is on the 16th, you can see right there. And Aussie yen, all yen pair were going up because the yen was getting weaker. So buy orders right there, beautiful entry here, and went for 85 pip from 7-minute chart, by the way. Right, this is also again 7-minute chart entry here on the 16th, right, and it's for 75 pip. The price always going up and then coming back and then going. So you know, every time it gives me a 7-minute or 20-minute. If I don't have anything open already, then my EA takes it. Pound Aussie 80 pip to the downside. Beautiful entry. It came down here, broke below this level, went up, tested the backside of the level, and dropped. Simple as 80 pip. And a pound yen from the top, it was coming down here, right? So it was here. See this EA took the long here. They went up. So then, my SL moves to break even after 20 pip, and then if it comes down, and then sometimes I get out like 5 pip loss, 10 pip loss, sometimes break even, something like that. So, but you end up, get the right one, and you end up going 150 pip. So if you lose, 5 pip, 10 pip, or 15 pip before, doesn't mean anything, right? That's how it is. This was also, it was a long trade here, from here to here, another, 100 pip here, then 100 pip here, then in between, if I lose like 10 15 pip, doesn't mean anything, right? So this is how it is. Now here, Euro Aussie, I'm sorry, Euro USD 7-minute coming down here flat, and then again came down, so 80 pip. On the 17th, next day, 17, a lot of trades also. Pound USD did the same thing. Why? Because USD was getting strong. So Euro USD, Pound USD went down, USD CAD, USD Yen went up. So 17 came down here for 140 pip. Nice trade. Pound USD, this is from 7-minute chart on the 19th now, right? Somehow I don't have any trade on 18th. So that happens, sometimes you just don't have it, market just range. So this one on the 19th, nice trade to the downside here. And this is on the 19th. Again, market start to move, and then pound Aussie. There was an Aussie news, red news, and came out very bad. So after that, definitely, Euro Aussie, pound Aussie had to go to the upside. So this is one of the trade. Pound Aussie went straight up for 150 pip. Right after the red news, if it is better than expected or worse than expected, these yen pairs like pound yen or pound Aussie, they move big, huge. Their daily range is big, around 200 pip each pair. So this one here, gold coming down. EA took the entry here, sell orders right there, and for 230 pip to the downside on the 19th. And on the 19th, gold, after that, it started to go up, and then long here, 400 pip to the upside. Gold moves a lot, and it moves like up and down and up and down. So catching 100 pip, 150 pip, both sides, going up and down. If you know exactly where it is making turn from, then it's become very easy. So euro yen again going to the upside. EA took the trade, buy orders right there. SL moved to break even plus for 150 pip all the way on the 19th. And this is on the 19th. USD yen also went up for 55 pip only because the main trade was from the bottom. Another thing is that this thing didn't go much with the yen weakness because the USD also was weak at that time. So it moved, but a little bit. So now this one here, gold, right? The symbol is gold. So sometimes I write down here, sometimes it's the symbol here. So, seller orders right there. Beautiful, it was ranging here, and then all of a sudden broke below the range, and then went up, made the setup, and then drop. So this is on the 20th. This is the gold, 150 to the downside. Same day, 20th, Friday, pound yen. I was expecting that it will come down, but instead of that, it just went up. I'll show you what happened actually and how you have to take these things under consideration. All right. So this went up for 110 pip, and you can see the euro yen did the same thing. 95 pip, yen weakness again, right? So USD yen again, same thing. And any other yen? No. Okay, so this is a euro Aussie. Like I said, that after red news on 19, it started to go up, and then this was the setup, and then this was the entry here again. So it was just keep going up, euro Aussie. I made the chart that is going to drop from here to here, maybe making a harmonic pattern, but it didn't. So that happened. That happens sometimes. In fact, a lot of times. So, either or, if you understand that what is happening and where the setup is building, then you can easily take the setup. It doesn't matter if it goes up or down. But knowing is much better that what is going to happen. So on the USD CAD, the last trade it was here 65 pip. Beautiful move to the upside, came down, made the setup, went up, right? And I think this is the last one. Now let me show you that pound yen, for example. This is the trade, right? So this low here, you can see here, this I made the setup chart and I have it open here. Let me show it to you, okay? So this is the setup chart I made on 18 that, after it dropped here, 78%, and somewhere here is going to move to the upside. The chart was made on 18th, right? And you know that in between 18 and 19, it didn't move much, but actually it moved a little bit, but to the downside, right? The turn didn't happen. So the 19, I don't have anything. But then at the end of 19 and then in 20, it started to move from here, somewhere here. Let me show you the chart. See that? Instead of the 78% was here somewhere, and then it dropped a little bit more to this level, 94.20. Where was the 94.20? I don't even have it drawn here. 94.20 is somewhere here, right there. Okay. So it came down a little bit, and then it made the reversal candle and start giving me the long entry. So the first entry that I took was from 7-minute chart, but I forgot to record the chart on that one. But let me show you the entry where the entry was. That was the entry on the 19th, and it was, see, pound yen here, 7-minute chart. This was the first entry here on the 19th, 0619, around like 9 o'clock. Then again, another entry came, beautiful entry here on 19, it's 11 o'clock. So I think I had either this one or this one. So I closed in a hurry because, sometimes you have to hurry up, otherwise it reverses. It retraced for a 20-minute chart entry. So what really happened is that it went from here to here, right, in this area. So I said, okay, maybe it's gonna drop from here to maybe this line and then go up. So that way it was like it would be making a harmonic pattern. For example, from here, that would be the X, A, B, C, and then go for D. Or it may go straight from here. Both options are there, right? So you have to be very careful at this area, in this area here. So what really happened is that instead of coming down, it went up. And this is where exactly you can see it is like around June. This is 19 at 10 something, right? And actually, yeah, 11 o'clock. So where was the trade? You see this one? That's June 19, around 16. This is the entry here. And that wobble a little bit, and then this is, produce entry, and then went up straight. Why? Because the overall trend was to the upside. See this, the black line is above the red, means the trend is up, even though not a strong trend, but it is making like a higher high and higher low, right? Higher low, higher high. So it's supposed to be going and making an extension again. That's why I made the chart look like this. That is gonna go up here. If we break, then it's gonna go make the double top, and if we break, we're gonna go for extension level 127. So far we are here right now. Let me see if I can 40-minute chart of what the heck, euro. See, we are here. We are making a double top. So this one is done. Here I had a 20-minute entry again. The 7-minute from the bottom, 20-minute from here went up. And now I'll leave it alone. If it wants to go to the upside to 127, I'll be looking for short, because this distance is very small and that's not for me. 40, 50 pip, I don't care. My trades, you can see, is like 80, 90, 100, 140, and then 50 pip. So if once it's there, 127 is gonna drop, just like this one. For example, I made the chart, this one, that is gonna go there. Let me quickly get the chart and show you that how I made the chart. Yeah. Okay, so going to the upside, I forgot, I don't know where that chart is, but it was there. I made the chart, I had the trade, but I made this chart saying that, it will go up first to 127, or maybe the next level to 161, and then it's gonna drop, right? So that's exactly what it's doing. So it went up. What the heck? Yeah, so see that? So it went up to 127, bypassing it, and then it is next level at 141. So maybe right from here, or it may go even higher to make the 161 and then drop. Okay, because in the last time it did the same thing. It did 161. Let me show you. So you can see here, what is this? See that? It went up, and not 161, actually, oops. So last time it stops 141 and then drop. And it is exactly doing the same thing. It is doing the 141 again. You can see here, right? It is at 141. So very good chance that it's going to drop from here, or maybe the most it can go is into this area and then drop anyway, right? So going to the upside, I already had my bread and butter. When it's going to come down, I will again short the damn thing from the top. So these are the 40-minute chart that I constantly make and then post on my Telegram for my subscriber. For example, here you can see this one is pound USD pointing to the upside. So this is supposed to be going there. This is supposed to be coming down. This is supposed to be coming down. And my subscribers have all the knowledge of what to take, what to do. See this one, pound yen. I said from here either it's gonna drop or up. So whatever, we are ready, right? So if we get this, if once it's there, if it makes the turn to the downside, we look for 7-minute short. If it continue to the upside, we look for 20-minute long. That's how it is. And 95% of the time, one of the two things happen all the time because there is nothing else to happen, either go up or down, right? All you have to do is judge that if it is really going up and where is the setup. So my setup is such that as soon as you get in, usually 90% of the time, you are in positive territory, not negative, because my setup is in the retracement. For example, let me show you. See this price up there, it retraces into this, right? Here, this is the setup. It retraces into the wave. So this is the retracement, and after that, what start to happen? Continuation in the previous direction. So when you get in there, like here, I got in, and immediately I'm positive 30, 40 pip. So I come and sit on a break even, right? So this one I didn't, and it came down. Otherwise, I would be out here if I had moved my SL before, right? So I would be taken out. But then this entry will happen. My EA will take this one, and if this one is gone, then it's gonna take this one. You see that? That's the beauty about this CTS5 robot. So, but once I have one entry and my asset is intact, and no matter how many entries we get, my EA would not open a second entry. One entry at a time, one entry at a time, one trade at a time. Once you close this, if I had closed this one here somewhere, then we'll drop and then take this one again. Right? So that happens sometimes. I close too early and then I realize that, oops, it came down and then again is going to the upside. Okay, the EA is there, boom, it takes the entry again. Right? So I end up, sometimes I end up like 2 trades or 3 trades in a row in the same direction. But most of the time I know how far something is going to go, and just one trade is enough, right? So because all the pairs have daily range, for example, euro yen. So this indicator tells me that the daily range is 140. If my entry is here and 140 is coming here, then I must close. I must hold up until then, and then I must close. Otherwise, it's going to retrace on me, right? So, for example, yesterday it did on Thursday it did 128, and today means Friday it did 137, and very close to what 140, right? So 128, 137 is how close it is. So usually, whatever the daily range is, wherever your entry is, count the distance and what is left over in the daily range. That would be your target. And 95% of the time, that happened. Like this one here, Friday, we did 137 and stop. So if I had the entry, I would, hold up until there because it has not touched the 140 target, the daily range target, right? So daily range is 140. So whenever a day start, it goes either up or down 140, around 140. Sometimes, like, see, this is 130 and this is 137. So 10 pip, 20 pip, more or less sometimes, but the average is that. It's not going to go 300 pip, or it's not going to end up like 60, 70 pip, right? So the trade, the daily range is 140, then it will be around 10, 15, 20 pip up and down, but very close to that daily range, this pair move. Similarly, other different pairs like EUR-USD has a very small daily range. This one has 110 nowadays. And then yesterday means Thursday, it only moved 54 pip. And then today on Friday, it only moved 58 pip. So that's why you see me not taking these trades, EUR-USD trade more often, right? Very, very few times here or there. But otherwise, I stay away from this one because not many pippage in here. Daily range is very small. Pound Aussie, for example, the daily range is huge here. The daily range on this one is 200, 199. So Thursday it did 255, and Friday it did 143. So you want to trade something like this because you have a more chance to hit a big trade, large trade, right? 100 pip or more. So that's how it is. All right. So there was another thing. Yeah. Okay. This one. Yeah, this is the chart I made. Okay. So forget about that. And I did this and I showed you this and that. Okay. So this is it for now. If you like what you saw, or you want to get the hold of this EA or this system, then go on my website, creativetrading.com, and you have many options there. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can get my setup charts. Usually I make like a US dollar index or gold video I'm going to make on gold or Nasdaq maybe, right? Show you that what has happened or what is going to happen for the next week, right? So you get the setups and a big opportunity to trade positively. All right. So like I said, if you are, trading good and you are positive, then keep doing what you are doing, right? But if you are struggling, you might want to just look into the system and then get this EA. This EA helps me a lot because you can't sit in front of the computer all the time and look for these trades, right? Different pairs move different times. Yen pairs, oftentimes they move in the Tokyo session in the evening, right? Eastern time in the evening. And then you have London session, then pound pairs, euro pairs, USD pair moves, and then in the USD session, the US session, you have USD pairs moving. So what I do is that when I do the analysis on a 40-minute chart on this, right, for example, Euro Aussie, I had this at XABC and then supposed to be coming down here for D, but it didn't. What happened is that it went up because the trend is up, right? So more the equal chance to go to the upside, and it went up. So I knew it. Why? Because let me show you the diagram that what happened at this point C. If it would be here, right? So you will understand that how easy it is to understand and then take these trades at will. So basically what happened really is this. You see that you have a move here, then this is Elliott wave count. Okay, see XABC, this point either is going to drop and then go to the upside, or it's going to go straight to the upside. So what really happened here on this Euro Aussie, that it went straight up. It didn't bother coming down. Why? Because the news came out and it was very bad for Aussie, so it has to go to the upside. So without coming down and make a harmonic pattern, it just went up straight. And obviously, then what happened is that it's going to go for extension or the 127, or for C, expansion 100% or 127 or 161. So once you know all of these, that this is what happened and what to expect, then you get the entry in between and you take the entry and then take it to that area. So this is exactly what happened here, that it went up from here to here. Now it's making a double top, break that, and it's going for 127. Okay, it's already 100% is done, and then 127 or break that, you're gonna go for 161. So this is how step by step it moves, right? So and all appear like that. The whole market is like that. It doesn't matter gold or Nasdaq or S&P 500. They all move like that. It is all about this Fibonacci mumbo jumbo. Once you understand that, that's it. You're done. You can trade anything at will, whenever you want, anytime you want. All right. So this is it for now. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful weekend.